What?
Remember your ski trip story?
Yeah.
I was like going down the hill and like there was a crowd and like
come on, that's
and I was
not
like
me.
stuff either happens or it doesn't.
Holy.
Right now, lease a 2007 Jetta for just $199 per month.
Let's do it!
The way you move, baby.
Multiply your possibilities. Introducing Intel Core 2 Duo, the world's best processors.
Listen, I know you're Santa. You have to make me your helper for this Christmas. Give the elves the year off. Take my advice. Get the Vizio.
Vizio.
Vizio? Vizio. The clearest, most vivid image you'll ever see in your life. You see how those colors pop? It's very thin. Vizio.
Vizio.
Yes. You can save money, and you can get a better product. Look at the deer. See? Deer. You can relate to deer. Reindeer. No, that one doesn't have a red nose.
You gotta get excited about your TV. Vizio makes flat panel TVs everyone can afford. Vizio, where vision meets value.
Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo, New York. This is the National Football League on CBS, where today's game features the San Diego Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Let's take a listen to the sounds of the game.
Yeah, watch them linebackers fly around today, baby. Disrespect them for showing up. It's our house now. Let's go.
We'll see that when it's over. They 9-2, we 5-6. We need this one. We're gonna play today.
Let's go, Bills. Defense, how you feel? Me, hands out, hold it, hands out. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's go.
Presenting Subway Fresh Buzz, a fresh look at teams creating a buzz this season. Subway, eat fresh. With quarterback Tony Romo leading the charge, the first-place Dallas Cowboys have won 4 of their last 5.
Pumping, throwing, touchdown, Marion Barber.
And with linebackers DeMarcus Ware and Brady James keying the league's 4th-ranked defense, the Cowboys could win their first division title in 8 years.
Intercepted at the 15-yard line by Brady James to the 5. Touchdown defense.
Ode to the fresh toasted chicken and bacon ranch. Just north of ridiculously delicious, you'll find this baby bordering on sublime. This taste explosion begins with chicken so tender, it begs to be hugged with freshly baked bread. Then it's piled sky high with bacon, Monterey cheddar, and a ranch sauce that makes sharing lunch a case for sainthood. The Subway fresh toasted chicken and bacon ranch. That's with 27 M's. Subway, eat fresh.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Buffalo. Great day for football. It's cold, windy, and snow is in the forecast.
Yeah, Gus, and it's been my experience here in Buffalo when they predict snow, they don't miss.
Marty Schottenheimer welcomes it because his team is red hot. 9-2, the San Diego Chargers, and they have won 5 in a row, most recently 21-14 last week against Oakland. Dick Duran, in his first year as the head coach, of the Buffalo Bills, a former Chicago Bears head coach. His team is playing well also. 27-24 winners last week against Jacksonville. The Bills and the Chargers, 31st regular season meeting between these two teams that dates back to the 1960s. San Diego leads the series 19-9 with 2 ties. And the Bills are wearing their throwback uniforms, reminiscent of the 1965 AFL championship team. Ready to return it right now.
Gus, the Bills are going to have to play like a championship team today to beat this Charger team. I'll tell you what, if you're a player, you cannot count on the weather winning this game for you. This is a Charger team that has got it all going on. They got the best player in the league, as we said in the open. They're playing well defensively. But I think one thing that may be in the Bills' favor today is what we're seeing right here, the kicking game. The Bills are the best in the National Football League. They're going to need it today.
So San Diego will send it away. Terrence McGahee back deep for Buffalo. And we're underway from Orchard Park. This one kicked short, and it's fielded by Duke Preston. And Preston, number 75, an offensive lineman, takes a knee. So here comes J.P. Losman. And J.P. last week, 21 of 28, 169 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. He completed 75% of his passes, and they made some changes on this offensive line.
Jason Peters is the best offensive lineman they've got. They moved him to left tackle, moved Gandy, the other left tackle, into left guard. They're very solid on the left side.
Backs and receivers. Willis McGahee came back last week after being plagued by a rib injury, had a couple of touchdowns. Lee Evans is a big play receiver. First down and 10 at the 21. Here's Willis over the left side, and Willis McGahee gets to about the 24-yard line before being stopped. Donnie Edwards with the stop. The Chargers defense held the Raiders to only 2 rushing yards in the second half last week. Let's take a look. They used the 3-4. Williams, Olshansky, and Césaire are up front. The linebackers, Shaw Merriman returns after that 4-game suspension for violating the league's substance abuse policy. In his last game against St. Louis, he had 3 sacks. And in the secondary, Florence and Jammer are the corners, with Keel and Jew at safety. And here's the run, and it's Willis McGahee once again. Sean Phillips with the tackle. It's a loss of 1 on the play.
Willis McGahee got back into the lineup. He was out for a couple of weeks with a rib injury, came back and played extremely well last week. You see there, first 4 games of the season, Gus, he was sensational. And now, ever since, he's only had 1 game with 100+ yards. Teams are starting to focus on Willis McGahee. And up until the last couple of weeks, J.P. Losman and the rest of the offense had not been able to pick up the slack.
So 3rd down and 8. At the 22-yard line, Losman in the shotgun. Anthony Thomas lines up in the backfield with him. Here's JP with time, fires, and it is caught. The over-the-shoulder grab by Josh Reed. First down, Buffalo. A gain of 22.
Josh Reed is back in the lineup this week after being out with a kidney bruise. And you see there, the thing that makes this go, Gus, is something that the Bills could not do for most of the season, and that's protect J.P. Losman. He had all kinds of time to throw that. And I'll tell you what, Gus, knowing this San Diego defense, that's not going to last very long.
First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Josh Reed with his 24th catch of the season. He's averaging over 10 yards per grab. Anthony Thomas in the backfield. Losman rolling out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it is, looks like it's picked off. And it is. Quentin Jammer with his 4th interception of the season. And J.P. Losman throws a pick on their first drive of the game.
We spoke to Sean Merriman yesterday, and he said, you know, the thing, we played the Bills last year and beat them pretty badly. The thing that I found out about that, J.P. Losman can run. Merriman forced the quick throw and the interception.
So here comes LaDainian Tomlinson and the Chargers offense.
Ooh. Oh.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, you can fly to over 60 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $159. Purchased by December 14th.
You are now free to move about the country.
You've seen how they play.
Just want to score on you one time.
Now see how they live. Visit attblueroom.com/sports for exclusive access into your favorite players' worlds.
Oh, yeah! The Pizza Hut kid made a mistake again! I got 3 medium Pizza Hut pizzas for the same price as those other guys!
It's no mistake. Pay just $5 each for 3 medium one-topping hand-tossed Pizza Hut pizzas. Go for the good stuff.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Wow gifts create wow responses. Our pledge is to help you wower with computers powered by the world's best dual-core processors, the Intel Core 2 Duo, letting her do more at once, faster.
And save on computers featuring Intel processors, now at Best Buy.
Jonathan, the castaway everyone loves to hate.
The guy who betrayed every single person.
How has he survived? Who will wipe out in the ultimate challenge?
People eating it all over the place.
And will a medical emergency force someone from the island? New Survivor, CBS Thursday.
So J.P. Losman throws the interception on the Bills' first offensive series, and they turn it over, giving it to Phillip Rivers and the Chargers at the 42-yard line. Play action, Rivers setting up, rolls out of the pocket. McCardell with the catch inside Buffalo territory. So Phillip Rivers in his first year as a starting quarterback, replacing Drew Brees, who's now in New Orleans. Rivers has done a solid job. He's thrown at least one touchdown pass in 9 of 11 of his career starts. A look at his offensive line, McNeil on the left tackle, and the backs and receivers, LaDainian Tomlinson. 24 overall touchdowns this year. 21 of those rushing. Inside handoff, Lorenzo Neal, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. London Fletcher with the tackle. Last week, the Bills' defense forced 2 fumbles and sacked David Garrard 3 times in their win over Jacksonville. Schobel is their leader in sacks. Williams, Triplett, and Kelsey. The linebackers, Fletcher has returned a fumble and an interception for touchdowns. Spikes and Crowell. And in the secondary, they start 2 rookie safeties, the only team in the NFL, Whitner and Co Simpson. First and 10 at the 45. LaDainian Tomlinson running straight ahead, and LT gets to the 42. And it's a gain of 3 on the play.
LaDainian Tomlinson, not only is he so good, Gus, that he dictates a lot of what San Diego does offensively, he also dictates a lot of what teams do defensively. They stack the box with 8 guys in there, trying to pack it in there and force the Chargers to rely on Phillip Rivers to beat teams. And unfortunately for their opponents, Phillip Rivers is a pretty good ball player.
Second down and 7 at the 42-yard line. Play action. Rivers throws to the sideline, and it's caught. Antonio Gates, the very impressive tight end, picks up 13 yards. Dante Whitner, the safety, with the tackle.
And in this early drive, Gus, and all these plays, the secondary for the Buffalo Bills is manned up all over the field. You see there, Whitner's got Antonio Gates all by himself. There's one deep safety, and they're sending everybody else up to the line of scrimmage to stop LaDainian Tomlinson and rush Phillip Rivers.
51st catch of the year for Antonio Gates for over 600 yards. He averages 12 yards a catch. First down and 10. Here's LT looking for daylight, and he won't get it to Keo. Spikes, hops on, takes a ride, and brings him down. And it's a gain of 1.
When we spoke to the defenders, Gus, and they told us, you know, this defense will really work if we stay disciplined. You see there, Coach Simpson, Whitner takes on the block of Neal on the outside, making LaDainian Tomlinson run right back inside to Takeo Spikes. If this Bills defense, they told us, if they can stay disciplined and do what they're supposed to do, they should be okay in the run game. But they have struggled in that area up to this point.
Second down and 9 at the 28. Tomlinson again with running room, and he gets inside the 25-yard line. LaDainian Tomlinson going down hard. Larry Triplett in on the play, and it's a gain of 5.
Well, you talk about players in the NFL, Gus. You could talk about this guy all day. And I said it at the open, and I really believe it. Marty Schottenheimer has said it publicly, too. He thinks he's the best guy that's ever played that position. And I'll tell you what, at this point in his career, he's not that old. He could make an argument for him.
He's right up there with Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, and Jim Brown. Third down, 4 at the 24. Tomlinson lines up as a wide receiver. He's in the slot at the top of your screen. Fans on their feet here in Buffalo. Rivers out of the gun. They throw it. It is incomplete. Terrific tackle by Nate Clemens. Nate Clemens busting up the play.
Watch what happens at the top of your screen. That's Eric Parker. Clemens is going to just catch him in the air and just dump him on his head. And that's the kind of play the Bills are going to have to get out of their secondary. These guys are going to go man-to-man on these receivers, it looks like today. And they're going to have to play it tight because Tomlinson could snap it off if they don't. I mean, this is the defense the Bills have got to play.
Nate Kaeding in to attempt a 42-yarder. He's having a terrific season. It's up and good. First field goal for San Diego since the Cleveland game, and the Chargers get on the board first, 3-0 here in Buffalo.
There were two options: change the road or change the SUV. Introducing the Acura MDX with super handling all-wheel drive. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge. Would you like a bag?
No, thank you. Bless you, Mr. Scrooge.
To Ebenezer.
When you use your Visa card this holiday season,
ice cream for everyone.
You'll be automatically entered for a chance to win $100,000. A prize like that could loosen even the tightest wads. The Visa Holiday Sweepstakes. Life takes Visa.
Just playing in the Super Bowl isn't enough for Matt Hasselbeck. He hungers for more.
Like new Campbell's Chunky Barbecue Burger Soup.
Feed your NFL-sized hunger. Campbell's Chunky. Meals that fill you up right.
Y'all ready to order? And y'all ready to check me out in the amazing picture clarity of DirecTV HD? It's broadcast in 1080i. I totally don't know what that means, but I want it.
For the best in HD, get DirecTV.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 41. Visa, go on, live life, and remember that no matter what it takes, life takes Visa. And by Staples. This holiday season, finding unexpected gift ideas is easy at Staples.
Welcome back as the Chargers score as they go on an 8-play, 34-yard drive. Nate Kaeding with the 42-yard field goal, and Kaeding leads all AFC kickers with 96 points this season, third in the NFL. Terrence McGee is back deep. Kaeding popping this one up. McGee from the 10. Fakes the reverse. McGee up the sideline with the seam! And Terrence McGee out of bounds at the 45. Kaeding pushing him out of bounds. So J.P. Losman will have terrific field position. Bills down by 3.
Who are you shopping for?
My mom.
What did you get her last year?
Last year I got her a flowery picture frame. Before that I got her a silver picture frame and a panda bear picture frame.
Kid, get her a Canon digital camera. Like this PowerShot A540. 6 megapixels, 4 times optical zoom.
Just $199.98.
Thanks, Mr. Humperdinck.
Send that to your mom.
This week, buy any Canon PowerShot digital camera and get a special bonus offer on a Canon photo printer. Another unexpected gift from Staples.
When it comes to being a better football fan, nothing beats Sprint NFL Mobile. You can watch exclusive game highlights of all your favorite players, like Peyton Manning. That guy's pretty good, if you like 6'5", 230-pound quarterbacks, laser, rocket arm. With NFL Mobile only from Sprint, you get customizable alerts and real-time stats on your favorite team. Maybe like Peyton Manning's team, maybe.
Get the only Moto Razor with access to NFL Mobile for $49.99. Sprint. Power up.
Tender, juicy chicken breast, crispy bacon, creamy ranch. The Ranch BLT Premium Chicken Sandwich. Only at McDonald's.
Miami Vice sizzles with action. Let's do it. Sex and the visceral jolt of life on the edge.
They got eyes on us.
Fire. Miami Vice. Available Tuesday on DVD and HD DVD. Go.
Welcome back. Chargers with a 3-0 lead as Buffalo takes over 1st and 10. At their own 48-yard line, J.P. Losman throwing an interception to Quentin Jammer on their first series. Here's Willis McGahee. And McGahee stood up, continues to drive his legs, and finally goes down. Jacques Césaire with the tackle after a gain of 1. And there he is. Lights out Merriman returns after spending 4 games away from the game because he violated the league's substance abuse policy.
You see here, he's already made his presence felt. He forces this bad throw by Losman that led to the interception. Broken on there, of course, by Quentin Jammer, caused the turnover.
18.5 career sacks for Merriman in only 22 games. Losman with time, over the middle, caught Peerless Price, and he gets jacked up at midfield and is still down. Randall Godfrey with the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Losman leaving that ball high for Peerless Price, and he paid for it.
Yeah, you're right, Gus. That was a high pay. He had to go up and get it. And when you do that, you know you're going to get hit. Your ribs are exposed. Josh Reed was out of the lineup for a couple of weeks. He had a bruised kidney. And, of course, Peerless Price, you can see there how exposed he is, running right in to the arms of Randall Godfrey. And, I mean, that's when you go back and say, hey, listen, man, throw that thing low next time, would you please?
Price, this is his second tour of duty with the Buffalo Bills. They're still looking at him. We'll step away. Back after this.
Why does that bother you?
Why does it bother me? So easy a caveman can do it?
Well, it's just a commercial.
Okay. Well, what if it said Geico.com, so easy a therapist can do it?
Well, that commercial wouldn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Well, therapists are...
Are what? Smart? My mother's calling. I'll put it on speaker.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hello, I'm a Mac. And I'm a PC. Whoa, what happened to you, PC? Kids happened. I was bought for a home. Now I have to make movies and blogs and listen to music every night. I'm crying myself to sleep mode. Sorry about that. You were made to stimulate 10-year-old brains with your iLife jazz. All I want to do is balance their checkbooks. I don't think 10-year-olds have checkbooks. No checkbooks, no inboxes, no employers, just wild imaginations. Oh, I have to go listen to some emo.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 41. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Stanley Tools. Make something great. And by McDonald's.
Welcome back. 3rd down and 5 for Buffalo. At the San Diego 47-yard line, Anthony Thomas in the backfield with J.P. Losman out of the shotgun. Here's Losman underneath, and it's caught. Josh Reed again, 1st down, Buffalo Bills. It's a gain of 11. Donnie Edwards with the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, the Chargers just don't know if J.P. Losman can make these throws. They back off into coverage and give the receivers a free release on a 5-yard route. That's tough to defend, and I think that's just a question of the Chargers believe they're going to get pressure faster than they were able to do, because that was an easy completion for the Bills offense.
First down and 10 at the 36. Shelton and McGahee in the backfield. Out of the pro set. Here's the sprint draw going to McGahee. He bounces it outside and is wrapped up by Merriman.
You see, Gus, you want to find out why a team is 5-6. Well, it comes from inconsistent play offensively. As you look at Merriman, he has really been the difference for the Chargers. But look, when they've thrown it well, the Bills haven't been able to pass it well. And when they've thrown it and when they've passed it well, they haven't been able to run it well. So it's been really inconsistent for the Bills offense. Even when games that they've managed to win, it's been a little lopsided on that side of the football.
Second down and 10 at the 36. Losman steps up in the pocket, gets it off. Was he in the grasp? I believe this is going to be called an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Randall Godfrey with hands on him.
And that's an athletic play by J.P. Losman. He had pressure very fast, and here's the first time that the Chargers get it. Godfrey steps right around the block by the back, who tries to step up into the gap to pick up the linebacker. He just didn't do it. Losman stepped around the thing, got spun around, and managed to get that pass off. That's a big play for a quarterback. It doesn't go down in the stats as anything but an incomplete pass, but that's big. It turns a 3rd and 10. It could have been a 3rd and 15.
Third down and 10 at the 36. And a whistle.
And now it is a 3rd and 15.
Game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Ed Hockley wearing those new uniforms for the officials, and you had a chance to talk to the officials before the game.
Yeah, and I talked to Ed Hockley, and he said it gives them a chance to put layers underneath those pants. The pants are the big thing, that it allows them to wear layers under it, keep warm, and it's all waterproof, windproof. I'd like to get a pair of them if I didn't have to dress like a referee.
Where are you going to wear them?
If I didn't have to dress like a zebra, I'd wear them. But that's a new look for the officials that everybody's wearing around the NFL today.
Third down and 15. Losman sets up a screen. McGahee with the football, looking for a hole, and he will not get it. Donnie Edwards on top of the pile after a 5-yard gain. And the Bills come up empty.
Yeah, and they're going to have to punt this. This is, if it was with the wind, they may give this a shot at a 55, 54-yard attempt, but going in this direction, this stadium today, they have no shot. They're going to have to punt it away with Brian Moorman.
And Moorman has 21 punts inside the 20-yard line this season, only 3 touchbacks.
And that flag you see at the top of that goalpost doesn't do it justice down on the football field.
Eric Parker back deep at the 10. Moorman punting from midfield.
Yeah, that's what they did, is took another deliberate delay of game penalty to give Moorman a chance.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
It gives him a chance to just get a little more room on this punt. Brian Moorman is the only punter to ever go to the Pro Bowl punting in Buffalo. And this year, he's kind of in search of the holy grail for punters. He could net average over 40 yards a punt. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, has ever done that.
Wow. So Moorman punting from the 45, end over end kick. Parker allows it to take a bounce, and this one will be downed inside the 20 at the 15-yard line, a 25-yard punt. So here come the Chargers, up by 3 with the football.
Too bad everything doesn't work as well as the tripod flashlight. Only from Stanley.
The world is advancing. Faster and faster. Are you in or out? Introducing the all-new 7-passenger Acura MDX. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
Built comfortable. Built strong. Built right. Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
It's holiday time in the city, and the coolest DVDs are here. Starting Tuesday, take home Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest at an unbeatable price. Or pick up High School Musical Remix for just $13.99. Only at Circuit City.
Chargers up early. And Steve, how good is LaDainian Tomlinson?
Well, he's having the kind of year you only dream about. Look, this is LaDainian Tomlinson against the entire Buffalo Bills team. That he's got more rushing yards, more rushing TDs, and I'll tell you what, it's a good thing Ryan Lindell has had a good year for the Buffalo Bills kicking the ball, or otherwise he would have outscored him too.
First down and 10 at the 16-yard line for San Diego. They've won 5 straight games, 9-2 record. It's imperative for them to continue to win if they want to catch Indianapolis for home field advantage throughout. Rivers to the sideline, put that ball right on the money. Parker, did he make the catch? No. Broken up at the last minute. Nate Clements once again in on the play.
Yeah, Clements does a nice job. This is a deep out, and you'll watch as Clements keeps his eyes in the backfield, and then as the quarterback throws it, watch where Clements' hands go right up between Parker's hands and knocks the ball loose after he's almost made the catch. Great defensive play by the corner.
Brings up second down and 10 at the 16-yard line. Neal and Tomlinson in the I formation. Draw play, LaDainian Tomlinson gets to the 20. Tomlinson with room. And LT dragged down at the 40-yard line. Crowell with the tackle, but LaDainian Tomlinson now 4 carries, 32 yards.
Watch right inside. You see there's Larry Triplett spins out. They run right where he was, and that's the discipline I was talking about earlier, Gus. When you're going to try and make something happen as a defender, you leave a hole in your defense, and it just so happens that when Triplett tried to make something happen by spinning and getting up the field, he left the hole right where LaDainian Tomlinson was running.
London Fletcher actually with the tackle there. Second, make it first down and 10. Play action, Rivers deep in the pocket, going for everything, and it is incomplete. Malcolm Floyd, the intended receiver. The Jets are taking on the Packers today. Here's JB in New York.
Hey, Gus, and the Pack only 1-4 at Lambeau off of a far fumble. Chad Pennington hooks up with Jericho Cotchery, 12 yards to pay dirt, 10-0 Jets. Back to the indefatigable Gus Johnson and Steve Tasker.
All right, James. Jets winning last week at home against Houston. As you take a look at the AFC East standings, they're chasing New England. New England facing the Detroit Lions this week. Neal, Tomlinson in the backfield. Here's LaDainian once again. He stumbles forward, and LaDainian Tomlinson gets to the 44-yard line. Chris Kelsay brings him down.
Yeah, and then the Bills, in these last couple of plays, have backed off a little bit from that man coverage they played early on. They only had 7 guys in the box there, and all it is a simple handoff by the Chargers, and it's a 5-yard gain. That's why that last guy in the box really makes a difference, Gus. It just makes you that much stiffer. Instead of a third and 5, it could have been a 3rd and 8 or something like that if they'd have had an extra guy in the box.
So 3rd down and 5 for San Diego. Empty backfield for Phillip Rivers. 4-receiver package. Here's Rivers, dumps it over the middle, and it's caught. But do they have enough? I don't believe he does. Malcolm Floyd with the reception over the middle, and San Diego comes up short.
That's a good defensive call by the Bills. Give him the short pass and make the tackle before the first down marker. You're right in the slot right there. Comes in, tight throw, gets it in there, but he's got to go down and do it. Clemens is right there to touch down Floyd short of the first down. And Mike Cyphers will come in to punt it away.
So Roscoe Parrish returned one 82 yards for a touchdown last week. He is dangerous. He reminds you of Dante Hall, the excellent return man for Kansas City. He's got all the moves. So they send this one away, ankle toward the near side, and Parrish allows it to go over his head, and it takes a bounce out of bounds. So the Bills will be backed up at their own 11.
Look, there's a moose, give me a noose. I'm lost again. Where's Highway 10? This isn't good. Bad neighborhood. Went to buy a wreath. He's got no teeth. Ding dong. I miss my turn. I'm gonna burn. Wife's gonna freak. Future is bleak. Nothing that's right is really bites. Where's Highway 10? There's a moose again. Give a garment. Give a garment. Screen clear and wide. Whole world inside. Garment.com.
Man has always been fascinated with traveling back in time. Well, now Sprint has actually moved the unlimited calling time back 2 hours from 9 p.m. to 7. It's science fiction meets cold, hard economics. Stupid time machine.
Switch to Sprint and get unlimited calls starting at 7 p.m. Sprint. Power up.
The Visa check card. Because money shouldn't slow you down. Life takes faster money. Life takes Visa.
Find the perfect gift for the sports fan on your list at the CBS Sports Store. This weekend only, purchase an NFL jersey and save 25% on the regular price. For details, click on shop at cbssportsline.com.
Is there a Gus Johnson jersey? I need to get one of those.
3-0 Chargers with the lead as Phillip Rivers, first-year starter out of NC State, who replaced Drew Brees, talks to the coaching staff.
That's Cam Cameron with the notebook looking at the pictures.
Cam Cameron, one of the hot candidates for vacancies.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I like Cam Cameron, but
No foul on the play. We started the game, gave the whistle too soon. The teams weren't ready.
Thanks, Ed. But we spoke, Marty Schottenheimer really likes Cam Cameron, and he is one of the hot coordinators in the league. But I'll tell you what, when you got LaDainian Tomlinson, Eric Parker, Antonio Gates, and an offensive line like he has, it's easier to be a coordinator in the NFL.
So here's Losman throwing over the middle, and that one's incomplete. Losman really putting a lot on that one. Robert Royale, the intended receiver.
And that was a throw right into the dirt behind him, and you wonder, that's just an inaccurate toss by Losman. Sometimes when your hands get cold, the ball comes out of there funny. But you see there, completing 70% of his passes in the last 3 weeks. That's a huge difference for an offense, Gus.
Second down and 10. Losman, quick strike, Reed. And Reed maybe to the 12-yard line, make that Lee Evans with the grab. Drayton Florence brings him down. And Lee Evans, what a football player, Steve. He set all kinds of records and had a huge game against the Houston Texans a couple of weeks ago.
And you see there, no other receiver in the league has a higher percentage of his team's receptions than Lee Evans. And it makes good sense, Gus. It sounds simple, but it's not that easy, because if you've got a great player, you got to get him the football. And the Bills have managed to do that with one of their best players in Lee Evans.
Third down and 9 at the 14. Losman over the middle. It is almost picked off again. Wow, Drayton Florence just couldn't hold on. Losman throwing that ball behind Lee Evans. And Buffalo will have to punt it away.
Yeah, that's 2 or 3 throws in a row that J.P. Losman hasn't even been in the vicinity. You'll see as Evans comes out of this route, that's the separation you're looking for, and that ball is down low and away behind. And that's just a bad throw right there. I don't know if the wind's catching it or what, but it does not look good.
Parker back deep, high wobbly kick. Parker backpedaling, starts from the 42, and he's wrapped up immediately. Special teams tackle made by Andre Davis. Tennessee taking on Indy. Here's JB in New York.
Hey, Gus, and the Colts striking first off of a Vince Young pick. Peyton Manning pump fakes, goes up top. Who else? To Marvin Harrison. 100 hooked up between those guys. Obviously, NFL all-time history best. 7-0 Colts on top of Tennessee. Gus and Steve.
All right, Peyton Manning, obviously a candidate for MVP, along with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Tell you what, it's a great era of the NFL football when you've got really guys who have a chance of being all-time greats playing in the league at the same time.
First down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Neal, Tomlinson in the offset eye. And they run the reverse. Jackson around the corner. And he gets out of bounds at midfield. London Fletcher giving chase. Vincent Jackson, second year out of the University of Northern Colorado, gains 8 yards.
And that's a play that the Bills will see a lot because this defense is built so that the backside defensive end kind of has contained. And if you've got a defensive end over there who doesn't sit right at home and get a head start, he's not going to catch a wide receiver going the other direction.
Bills without one of their starting linebackers. Angelo Crowell is out with a leg injury, and he will not return. 2nd and 2. Jackson, the motion man. LT. LaDainian Tomlinson down the sideline. Touchdown, San Diego. Wow. 51 yards.
It's almost commonplace, Gus. You see this team struggle, and one guy misses a tackle, or you leave a crease in your defense, and he's gone. Absolutely gone. You knew it as soon as he turned the corner. Coach Simpson was there, but he had too much space, and he's got too much speed for one guy to bring him down.
So LaDainian Tomlinson ties Emmitt Smith for 4th all-time in single-season touchdowns. That's his 25th touchdown of the season. His 22nd rushing touchdown. His 105th career touchdown. His 91st career rushing touchdown.
That goes on and on. I mean, even this guy's unbelievable, and he's putting it together. And the thing about it, Gus, as the kick goes through, he does it every week.
He certainly does. And the Chargers take a 10-0 lead. 1:06 remaining in the first quarter. LaDainian Tomlinson rolling already.
Taking a quick break? I'd like to see that for someone very special.
This holiday, what do you give the most important person on your list? A Leo diamond from Kay Jewelers. The very first diamond to be independently certified for its superior brilliance. Handcrafted by the master diamond artisans at Leo Schachter. And hand-selected to match beautifully by Kay Jewelers.
Chris, it's beautiful. How did you know? Every kiss begins with K.
A look at the single-season touchdown leaders. Sean Alexander set the mark in 2005 with 28. Priest Holmes prior with 27. Marshall Faulk, now Tomlinson tied with Emmitt Smith.
And I remember back in the day, Emmitt Smith, that was a huge year, 25. Now 3 guys are past it. LaDainian Tomlinson, I'm telling you guys, am I going out on a limb saying he's going to get that record?
I think he's going to get it.
I don't think I'm going out on a limb at all.
He may get it today. 6 carries, 86 yards. For LT in the first quarter.
And you know what? You got to cheer for the guy. He is a great person. He's a great leader. And you see there, Eric Dickerson's the only 2 players in NFL history with 6 straight 1,200-yard games.
Seasons, you mean?
Yeah, season. Good grief. I mean, you can slice this guy's career any way you want it. It's great.
Tomlinson, Waco, Texas. Playing collegiately at TCU. The Chargers leading on the road. And that's the thing about this San Diego team. Coming from Southern California, you would think that they'd have some problems playing in cold weather. But LaDainian told us yesterday that they consider the cold weather a great opportunity because this is championship weather.
That's right. That's right. And it was a great way of stating it. He said it's championship weather. They know they may have to go into weather like this to win a playoff game, and they're equipped to do it.
Chargers send it away. McGahee will bring it out of his own end zone. And he crosses the 25, gets up to the 27-yard line. A 30-yard return. Kasim Osgood with the tackle on special teams. Let's take another look at the touchdown. LT left.
You'll watch this. The linebackers are going to come up, and they're going to get caught outside, and the fullback is going to block one and end up getting two. Tomlinson goes right up inside. You'll watch, and this is what about deep defense. You see, that's it. Lorenzo Neal blocks one guy, pushes him into a second guy, and there's a gap in the defense that LaDainian Tomlinson waltzes through.
So Buffalo takes over 1st and 10 at the 27, and they hand it off to Anthony Thomas. Thomas gets to the 30-yard line. We have to check to see what's going on with Willis McGahee. He hasn't been in the lineup the last few plays, and Anthony Thomas replacing him. 6th year out of Michigan, former Chicago Bear, played for the Bears when Dick Duran was the head coach.
He was the offensive rookie of the year in the NFL when he came out.
2nd down and 7 at the 31. Shelton and Thomas line up in the I formation. Losman looking to the sideline. Oh, Florence stepping in front, and he had 6 points in front of him. Drayton Florence jumping the route, and he just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and right now the Charger defenders, they just don't believe J.P. Losman can throw the football down the field. They sat right on that route. Florence didn't go anywhere. Peerless Price blew off the line of scrimmage as hard as he could, and Florence didn't believe him. He just sat right where he was and jumped the route.
So Losman 5 of 10 to start this game, 45 yards. 3rd down and 7 at the 31. He lines up in the shotgun. And J.P. Losman over the middle. Josh Reed with the catch, and he's dropped at the 35 by Donnie Edwards. Not enough for the 1st down. A 4-yard pickup. And Buffalo will have to punt it away once again.
That's right. And San Diego will take the timeout in a smart position with 12 seconds left in the 1st quarter. They're going to make Buffalo punt it against the wind.
Extra, extra! Papa John's Superman Pan Pizza is here!
It's big news. Papa John's Superman Pan Pizza, piled high with the works. 7 tasty toppings. Call now or order online and get a large Superman Pan Pizza for $12.99. $12.99, including a $3 coupon for Superman Returns on DVD.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
So Marty Schottenheimer forcing Buffalo to punt it into the wind. And there's the old ball coach. 200 career wins for Marty Schottenheimer. He picked up his 200th last week against the Raiders. Looking for 201, which would tie him with Dan Reeves for 6th all-time. Mormon sends it away, and this one gets caught in the wind and goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. At the 31.5-yard line. Ryan Mormon leads the NFL in net punting with an average of 40.7 per punt. He's a little upset.
You can see that. That's just bad. And he's got a great season going on. And late in the year in Buffalo, it will just crush a punter's average. And Mormon, being the guy who punts here every week, is feeling the brunt of it now.
San Diego 1st down and 10 at the 32-yard line. 4 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter, and already LaDainian Tomlinson 6 carries, 86 yards. Play action, Rivers setting up to the sideline, knocked away at the last moment. Terrence McGee diving and making the play, and that is the end of the 1st quarter with the score 10-0 Chargers.
John's Superman Pan Pizza is here!
It's big news. Papa John's Superman Pan Pizza, piled high with the works. 7 tasty toppings. Call now or order online and get a large Superman Pan Pizza for $12.99. $12.99, including a $3 coupon for Superman Returns on DVD.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Go, boy, go! Go, boy, go!
One big life.
Go, boy,
4 ways
go!
to dress it.
Now stop! There ain't no more!
We can afford SAP software on a mid-sized company budget.